to go on a tour of the Hagia Sophia. And you guys can see all my gossip tabs that are up on the top. Alright. Okay. So here, let's see, this bigger. Okay, so here is this is the outside of the Hagia Sophia. So looking at this, what do you see already that's a characteristic that we talked about?
Brickwork?
Yeah, good. The Persian-inspired brickwork. So you can kind of see that you've got all this brickwork that really was inspired by the Persians. And if we keep going around, alright, so what else do you see now?
To the dome?
Yeah, there are a couple domes up here. These aren't the big ones. We'll see those in a minute or two. There's another one. Alright, what about this structure right here? What jumps out at you as being kind of Byzantine inspired about this one?
What jumps out to me is the tiles on the underside. That reminds me of like the mosaic.
Good.
Colors?
Yeah, good. The colors. You can really see this this probably, because it was outside, it probably didn't have the gold leaf on it, but you have this gold and yellow paint that was really prevalent, and Caitlin's red. Alright, so now we're back at the front. Oh, I didn't know I could zoom out. That's cool. So let's zoom out a little bit. So what does that look like it probably is?
The spires?
Yeah, it's probably one of the spires. Alright. So this is the left corridor when you go inside. And what are some things that you notice about in here?
The green.
Yeah, good.
Caitlin's red.
Caitlin's red right up there.
I hate you all.
Like you were talking, it looks really expensive. It looks like those marble floors.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all marble. So that...
It definitely has like a religious feel to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like, it's over the top kind of, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, and as you can kind of see a little bit of the main room in here. And do you see anything that we talked about in this shot? Think about the colors, think about how it was decorated.
Well, I don't know if this is exactly what we talked about, but you talked about the importance of domes and stuff, and everything's really, it's like a lot of archways and, you know, a circular rounded top.
Yeah. Yeah, good. That's one thing. What?
Is the ceiling like a mosaic? Is it tiled or not?
It is most likely painted.
Okay.
But that is perfect. This is an example of they decorated everything in here. They even got the ceilings, which most people leave alone. So you have all this intricate tile work. You have the decorated ceilings. Is there anything else? It's a little bit far away, but you can still kind of see the last thing that I'm fishing for.
The glass they should have. Is that glass or?
Where?
Straight. What's that thing straight? Like if your mouse goes
Here?
up. Yeah, what's all that stuff? Oh wait, that's like a...
Those look like windows, yeah.
Yeah, never mind, sorry.
Alright. I think it's a little too far away for you to see, so we'll zoom in on that one a little bit. Alright, so ignoring what appears to be a small children's art display and the giant scaffolding in the middle, what do you see here?
It's a really big room.
It is a very big room. Good. What kind of art and architecture things do you see?
Those are really big symbols.
Yeah, good. What kind of symbols do they look like?
Most of them aren't they?
Yeah, good. So that is what I was talking about earlier, where they didn't take down the Christian stuff that was already there, they added their own things. And can you see an example of the Christian art that maybe they left behind? I don't know if that's not actually doing anything for you guys. So an example Christian art. Maybe like right here?
Yeah.
What does that kind of look like? I don't know if there's a way to kind of zoom in.
An angel?
Yeah, it kind of looks like an angel. Those look like the wings, and it looks like it's holding something there. So good. And if we zoom out, you can see this is the main, you can see all the domes. Alright. And we still have the marble floors, like the other rooms. And if you kind of look, especially over here, you can really see all the decorated ceilings and the walls, and the characteristic yellow of the Byzantine art, things like that. Alright. Sorry, my internet's so slow. Okay, so what do we see here?
Oh, it's that picture from the beginning.
Yeah, good. So what type of art was that?
Mural?
No, not a mural.
Mosaic.
Yeah, good, Caitlin. It was a mosaic. And you
Wall.
can, so you can see down here, it's really deteriorated over the years. It was built in 530, from 532 to 537, so it's very old. But you can see down here what it used to look like. And I suppose that there's probably a way to use like imaging and things like that to figure out what colors went there. Or someone could have drawn a miniature version of it. So what are the characteristics that we talked about earlier that you see in here?
Halos.
Yeah, good. The halos right up here. And they all three of them have them. So,
Colors.
good. So you've got the gold background, blue. It's probably religious, like you guys said before. That's good.
Two-dimensional.
Two-dimensional, good. You can see in here, the ceilings have kept up a little better. This, I'm not sure you can really tell, this is kind of within reach of people. So it's deteriorated both because it's really old, but also people before used to have museum rules like you do now. People would go up and touch things, and all of the things that are used to make this are expensive, so they could have popped some of them off and tried to keep pieces of things that were expensive and just keep pieces of the artwork.
There is red in that one too, guys. It's at the bottom.
And as you can see here, these hallways, they all have, like Mike said earlier, they all have the domed ceilings throughout. It's got the marble flooring. It's got the intricate tile work, like up here, and all the different colors up on the ceiling. Alright, and the last one that we've got is the second part of that corridor. And can you guys tell from right here where we're standing in relation to where we were earlier?
And on the second floor.
Yeah, good. So you can see these giant, the Islamic additions up here. And this is pretty much a lot of the same things. We've got another mosaic over there that you can't really see, I think. Yeah, and here's another one. And this one's a really good one because you can see the gold that's in there. It's a religious theme because that looks like a Bible. And I don't know where, but somewhere in there, I believe there's an image of Justinian, who was the one that ordered it be made. So why do you think Justinian earned a spot in the Hagia Sophia? Yes?
He paid for it.
Good, yeah. So he was the one that ordered that it be made. He put the money into it. He gets some influence on what goes in there. So his image goes in there. Alright, now we're going to jump back over to